The renowned Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once imparted his wisdom, stating that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Taking inspiration from the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we are reminded of the significant influence our thoughts have on our overall well-being and the reality we experience. Certain habits may subtly divert us from the Stoic path. Today, we shall embark on an exploration of 5 habits that stand in opposition to Stoicism, potentially weaving themselves into our daily lives. We will also investigate methods to rekindle our Stoic path and reclaim our inner peace. Before we commence, I kindly request that you like this video. Now, let's delve into the first habit: complaining about things beyond your control. Imagine a serene picnic scene where laughter fills the air, the sun graces us with its warmth, and delicious food is savored by all. Then, unexpectedly, the clouds gather, and the rain starts to fall. While many would adapt, seeking the silver lining in the refreshing rain and the beauty it bestows, there might be a few who allow this unforeseen change to cast a shadow on their day. They lament the weather, bemoan their bad luck, or obsess over their dampened attire. This serves as a prime illustration of how we can be profoundly affected by circumstances beyond our control. Life is inherently unpredictable, and though we cannot govern the unfolding of events, we hold dominion over our responses. Stoicism is firmly grounded in comprehending and internalizing the distinction between what we can influence and what lies beyond our sphere of influence. The act of complaining, particularly about matters that elude our control, is a fruitless endeavor that depletes our precious energy and time. It morphs into an unending state of dissatisfaction. In the context of the real world, let's examine the workplace. We've all crossed paths with co-workers who invest substantial time and energy in bemoaning decisions taken by higher management or alterations in company policies, instead of adapting and seeking ways to navigate within the new parameters. This unceasing chorus of complaints not only hampers their productivity and serenity, but also engenders a negative atmosphere for those in their proximity. To counteract this anti-Stoic conduct, one might draw inspiration from the teachings of Epictetus. We should consistently introspect and ask ourselves, is this a matter within my sphere of influence or beyond it? When confronted with such circumstances, rather than expressing dissatisfaction, Stoic response involves inquiring, how can I adjust to this? Or what wisdom can I extract from this experience? In adopting this approach, we repossess our agency and preserve our inner tranquility, assuring that we remain unswayed by external events, regardless of their inherent unpredictability. Moving on to the second habit, the pursuit of external validation. Envision dedicating weeks to a project, investing your utmost dedication. Upon its completion, instead of basking in the pride of your achievement, you catch yourself incessantly verifying for likes, comments, or any form of recognition on social media. Alternatively, consider acquiring a new outfit. Instead of wearing it for the personal boost of confidence it provides, you find yourself yearning for compliments to validate your selection. In this digital era, this thirst for external validation becomes increasingly magnified in our modern age. Social media platforms capitalize on our innate craving for validation, enticing us into the snare of gauging our self-worth through metrics such as followers, likes, or shares. Regrettably, this approach stands on an unstable base for nurturing one's self-esteem, as these numerical figures are transient and frequently subject to forces beyond our command. To put it plainly, depending on external validation is akin to being perched on a seesaw. It's like a never-ending emotional roller coaster. One day, you're on cloud 9 due to praise and attention, and the next, you're plummeting because of a lack of it, or even worse, criticism. This emotional volatility obstructs the path to sustaining a steady sense of self-worth and inner peace. The Stoic philosophy imparts the wisdom of seeking validation from within. Stoicism guides us to anchor our self-worth in our virtues, actions, and personal development, rather than the whimsical opinions of others. As the sagacious Epictetus aptly put it, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This signifies that our genuine worth isn't gauged by the praise or criticism we receive from external sources, but by how we assess and perceive our own actions and choices. Embracing this Stoic principle entails that the next time you catch yourself yearning for validation from the outside, take a moment to pause and introspect. Why am I seeking this validation? Am I content with my actions and choices? If the answer is yes, that should stand as a sufficient testament. Remember that while feedback can be constructive for personal development, your self-worth should emanate from within, anchored in your deeds, intentions, and integrity, rather than the ever-shifting judgments of the world around you. Moving on to the third habit, being a slave to your emotions. Imagine yourself at a family gathering, where a relative, perhaps unintentionally, comments on a recent choice you've made. Whether it's a new job, relationship, or a lifestyle change. That comment pierces through, and a whirlwind of emotions swirls within you: anger, defensiveness, or sadness. Before you know it, you may retaliate with a hurtful response, casting a cloud of tension over everyone present. But was that emotional outburst truly the best course of action? This serves as a quintessential example of being overwhelmed by one's emotions. Emotions, at their core, are neither inherently good nor bad. They are inherent human reactions that offer valuable insights into our mental state and how we perceive our surroundings. Nevertheless, surrendering to these emotions, permitting them to steer our actions without restraint, can result in regrettable choices and strained relationships. Stoic philosophy underscores the significance of acknowledging our emotions without succumbing to them. In the eloquent words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic lesson serves as a potent reminder that, while we may not have dominion over our initial emotional response to a situation, we unquestionably hold sway over our subsequent actions. Therefore, the next time you find yourself swept up in a wave of emotions, whether it's in response to a friend's comment, a workplace scenario, or any other trigger, pause, take a deep breath, and inquire: is my immediate reaction to this emotion the most constructive course of action? Will it foster harmony or exacerbate discord? By consistently practicing this moment of reflection and introspection, you cultivate emotional resilience, ensuring that your responses align with your deeply held values. By embracing this Stoic approach, you empower yourself to navigate life's diverse challenges with an enduring sense of equilibrium. It ensures that your actions are guided not by impulsive emotions, but by reasoned thought and wisdom. Now, let's turn our attention to the fourth habit, the pursuit of excessive pleasure. Imagine entering a lavish banquet. The table is heaped with a variety of delectable dishes, lavish desserts, and an unending flow of beverages. While the temptation to indulge without restraint is strong as the evening progresses, the initial euphoria may give way to feelings of discomfort or remorse. This illustrates the enticement of unrestrained pleasure. Life indeed offers a multitude of pleasures, from delectable foods to opulent experiences. While savoring these pleasures as a part of our human experience is entirely natural, falling into the cycle of ceaselessly pursuing more can leave us with a sense of emptiness. The ephemeral delight these pleasures provide can often veil a deeper void, diverting our focus from the quest for more profound and meaningful sources of contentment. Seneca's profound observation, "Slavery recedes under marble and gold," serves as a poignant reminder that excessive attachment to materialistic pleasures can paradoxically confine us, curbing our freedom. It's akin to being tethered to a never-ending treadmill, continually in pursuit of the next ephemeral thrill. Consider the contemporary allure of technology, for instance. The excitement of acquiring the latest smartphone is undeniable, but how often does that excitement wane, only to be reignited by the announcement of a newer model? Likewise, contemplate the culture of binge-watching shows. It may provide momentary enjoyment, but does it genuinely offer enduring satisfaction? To navigate this challenge, it is advantageous to nurture a mindset of moderation. Before fully immersing oneself in the next indulgence, it is wise to pause and contemplate. Is this pursuit genuinely enhancing my life, or am I merely chasing a transient thrill? Such introspection helps us differentiate between what genuinely contributes to our well-being over the long term and what only offers momentary escape. By ensuring that our desires are aligned with enduring fulfillment rather than fleeting highs, we position ourselves to experience a more profound and sustained sense of joy. Now, let's turn our attention to the fifth habit, dwelling in the past. Picture yourself sitting on your porch on a beautiful evening. Yet instead of relishing the sunset, your mind is miles away, ensnared in a tangle of past events. Perhaps it's a past mistake, a missed opportunity, or a memory of someone from your past. While it's natural for everyone to reminisce from time to time, Getting anchored in the past can prevent you from fully embracing the present. Fixating on past events, especially those riddled with regret or sorrow, is akin to carrying a heavy backpack through life. It weighs you down, hinders your progress, and obstructs your view of the opportunities and beauty unfolding right before your eyes. Each time you replay a past event, you bestow upon it power, allowing it to occupy valuable mental space that could be better utilized for the present. As Epictetus aptly said, getting anchored in the past can prevent you from fully living in the present. As one of the renowned Stoic philosophers wisely stated, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. This insight reveals that our suffering often doesn't stem from past events themselves, but from our continuous focus and interpretation of them. Let's contemplate the tale of two old friends reuniting after many years. One friend dwells on the past, lamenting missed opportunities and lost relationships, while the other friend speaks of valuable lessons learned, expresses gratitude for present moments, and radiates excitement for the future. Both have traversed the passage of time, yet their perspectives vary immensely. To unshackle ourselves from the chains of the past, it is vital to nurture mindfulness. When you notice your mind drifting into yesteryears, gently redirect your attention to the present. Engage in activities that tether you to the here and now, such as meditation, journaling, or simply taking a leisurely walk while observing your surroundings. These practices can help you break free from the weight of past events and reorient your focus towards a more vibrant present and an optimistic future. The path to liberation lies in focusing on the present and approaching each day as a new chapter. This empowers you to break free from the chains of the past, enabling you to script a more vibrant and fulfilling narrative for yourself. Reflecting on the wisdom of the Stoic sages, it becomes evident that self-awareness and introspection are fundamental in nurturing a balanced and resilient life. These ancient teachings provide valuable insights that remain relevant in our modern world, guiding us toward a path of tranquility, resilience, and wisdom. As you incorporate these Stoic principles into your daily life, you'll discover the power to shape your thoughts, reactions, and ultimately your destiny. As we've embarked on this journey through these 5 anti-Stoic habits today, my hope is that you've discovered insights to guide and refine your own path. It's vital to understand that Stoicism isn't about pursuing perfection. It's about making progress and gaining perspective. Take a moment to introspect. Are you susceptible to any of these habits? How can you realign your course and enhance your well-being? I encourage you to share your reflections and experiences in the comments below. Which of these habits resonated most with you? And have you encountered other habits that challenge your Stoic journey? Let's foster a space for vibrant discussion and mutual growth. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and may the Stoic principles guide you towards serenity and inner strength until we meet again.